You showed up at the mansion, and I think Volt had parked his car about a block away, had put on his armor, and then taken to the air. While he was flying to the Devonees mansion, he was attacked by Nicodemus. Nicodemus had basically grabbed him and plummeted to the ground and then kicked Volt into a car. Volt had taken a swing at him. Nicodemus had blocked, and then he had attacked Volt. Volt had blocked, and so there was kind of a standoff until Miranda rolled out of the van to try and help out with the Spear of Destiny, and had to dive out of the way of an oncoming SUV, which promptly smacked into Nicodemus, knocked him into a car. Gabriel Beaumont hopped out, grabbed Nicodemus by this noose that he wore around his neck, and said, "I told you before, if you come back to my city, I'll take this back from you," and started choking him with this noose. Swung him around his back. Nicodemus' face was turning purple. He was trying to fight, but it seemed like he almost couldn't fight Beaumont, until finally Beaumont released him and Nicodemus rabbited. And that was it. In the middle of that, Della had stepped out on the concrete to look for Bella St. Clair and had found her. At which point, promptly, Bella St. Clair grew a second pair of eyes over her eyes and turned into a woman made of flame, letting you know that she was the Denarian Lashiel. And the two people behind her had turned into the woman made of stars, and then the giant obsidian scorpion-looking guy who is Ordile. And so that's where we were. We had 3 Denarians, and you guys kind of out on the street. I think what I'm going to do real quick is sketch this out on the battle map so you guys can kind of have an idea of what's going on. And if anybody wants to grab some figs, they're over there on the thing. I had to move them when we were playing.
How do you spell Lashiel?
Lasciel. Though the S and the C, I may have that backwards. Yeah. So okay.
For some reason, I thought there was an H in there.
All right.
It doesn't matter.
Right.
So you're paralyzed, Vol?
No.
Paralyzed? What?
Oh.
Yeah, you're paralyzed.
Yep. I held my own. I didn't take any damage.
So you're in the sky, but okay, gotcha.
No, I'm on the ground.
He was.
I was pile driven into the concrete and then kicked into a car.
At which point you went
completely unscathed.
At which point you went, hey, you haven't even made me bleed yet.
So we had a conversation. I won't say that you're definitely part of it. We were talking about the Underdark campaign. We were playing it just recently, and while we were talking about it, Jeremy was saying that he'll never forget the roper attack from the boat where they were dragging things up, and he was like, "We did such an amazing, like everyone got like crit after crit on that one thing, and just like took it out in like one round of combat, whatnot." And I was sitting there, I was like, I don't remember the crits, but I do remember spending at least 2 or 3 turns helping people get back into the boat.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That was
pulling them out of the water.
And then they laughed about that, and I was like, I'm being serious, because I'm pretty sure that was yet another time whenever Jacob's character went to go fly and then was paralyzed somehow. Then it's like, so I brought him back to
Happened a lot.
Yeah, I remember that.
All right, here's the van. I got a truck here. I got a car here.
Nice assortment.
And then this is the SUV that Gabriel Beaumont came in.
I'm just thinking about the whole take a peek.
Oh.
It's always a plan for trouble. Hey, we got some good stuff out of it.
Dang.
Dude, hundreds of thousands of gold. So much.
Tell you what, the one that really had the more money on it was the Secret of Saltmarsh campaign. Because that was a first edition module where they would drop hundreds of thousands of gold because that's how you got your XP, and that's the only way you make levels at high levels.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so
I didn't think about that.
This is the iron and stone fence that's outside the Devonees mansion. You can see the little columns that are there and the little road, little trail that runs up to the front of the house. Here's the side of the road. There's no cars on that side of the road, interestingly enough. Let's see. Would you grab me maybe 3 more figs that I can use for Denarians and then kind of a random assortment of 2 or 3 other ones?
We can do the 2 or 3 other ones for me.
Well, you'll see. You'll see. We'll make these guys Denarians, I think. Okay. Oh, that's a Denarian for sure. All right. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Oh, actually, that's a better Denarian, actually. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, cool. So, what we've got is the Denarians are here. This is Lashiel. This is Stargirl. No, this is Stargirl. And the Scorpion, because he's big and tall and spooky. And then
So is Lashiel in front now?
Yes.
Okay.
Della is right there. Volt.
Somewhere in the street,
You're
right?
probably right. Oh, I forgot one car. Hold on.
The one that was smashed into?
Mm-hmm. That was right here. Yeah. Okay. This car. All right, so so you're there. Let's see, Gabriel Beaumont. It's gonna be Gabriel Beaumont. Gabriel Beaumont is kind of over there, right here. You were driving the van, so you would be on this side. Which one of these is Miranda?
The sword.
One of the
Oh,
swords,
yeah, there
sure.
you go.
Then probably
Miranda had
this
just rolled out, and then
I'm back hiding, I think.
yeah, you're probably here. Okay, in there. All right, and so that's where we
Thinking.
are.
I get in a car.
Yeah, exactly. Which one of these can drive off?
So that's where we are. Probably need
Swift
to make.
stayed with
The Swift's always with me.
Swift with you.
Yeah. So, oh, we
Do
do
we
need
need anything for
to.
Swift?
Give me a smaller one for Swift, if you wouldn't mind, and a couple more figs too. I need 2 or 3 more.
More, get them all.
Oh, that's a good. Ooh, that's Kylan's
Yeah.
old ninja guy. That's a good one for Swift.
Sorcery?
Yeah, I remember that from our L5R campaign. Cool. All right, so that brings us to alertness and initiative, if you remember.
Yay! Were we mid-battle, right? So we know
No.
all of our things?
No, I've got the correct number of things on your. When I watched the
No, I
video.
meant for like mental stress.
Yeah, everybody's, I think, healed up their
Okay.
stresses. And if, any consequences are still. When does that's a
I
moderate?
had a very bad consequence, but it's moderate now, so it's
Yeah.
on the mend.
Yeah.
But I don't
I
think
don't remember
my
what happened. You
stress.
got crushed or something?
She got
I got
burned.
burned.
Oh.
Burned by Lashiel.
I was
Yeah.
almost taken out.
Been there.
So
Alrighty.
how are we doing this? Are we all like going for one person at a time? Or are we taking all 3 on at different
I'm going
times,
for
or-
Spider Boy.
Spider.
So uses of
Scorpion
things.
Boy.
Oh, Scorpion Boy.
Are we still said uses of things? Are we still at where we left off at?
Yeah.
Okay, that's
So
fine.
if you've used your stuff, we haven't quite had. I'm going to go into D&D terms. We haven't had quite a long rest yet. So yeah, we're still in the same scene. Is what it is. So uses are still Well, actually, hang on. The last time we played, we really didn't have any combat besides the spear combat. So no, your uses are back.
Okay.
Okay.
I must not have updated this from
Yeah, because I was thinking about it. You guys didn't have any combat really last time except for the
so
brief
we get our-
combat. Yeah.
Fate points back?
No, fate points aren't back yet.
Uses.
Well, I guess they should be back though too. Yeah, you get your fate point back
one.
too. How many fate points do you get?
What were you
I have
referring
5.
to?
Okay.
I had 4.
You get 4. You get 1. Anybody else need a fate point? Jody, do you get another one, or you just get 1?
I just
Are
had
you talking
one.
about like our 1-a-day situations?
Yeah, like
armor
your-
and stuff?
Yeah, like your stuff.
That's what I was talking about.
Your sword and some other things. Yeah.
The things that I have to live off of.
Yeah. All right. Gotcha.
Because I don't just do things.
Right. So that brings us to alertness. The top of the round. Swift goes first. Just because that's how he is.
But that's his name.
That's right. Let's see. I think he's going to tap his chest so his armor comes out, a la Iron Man wise. And I believe he is going to step out here, giving enough room for the Autumn Knight to slide out the side door. And he is going to throw up a block to make sure that the Autumn Knight is safe as he gets out. That's not so good one.
Double sun power.
Let's see. I'm gonna pop back over here. Swift
Pumpkin
real quick.
spice life.
Just got this from the thrift store.
I I saw pumpkin spice popcorn the other day at the grocery store. We were in Hernando.
Someone gave me for Christmas a bag of Snickerdoodle
Okay.
popcorn.
It's not a very good block, but oh well.
That sounds pretty good.
It sounds amazing.
All right, so Swift steps out, readies his shield. He is ready to intervene, and if somebody comes to attack the Autumn Knight as you disembark. So that brings us to
Are
anybody.
we ever gonna have vacation?
Yeah, soon. Fives. Anybody have an alertness of 5 or above?
Sure don't.
That being said, a whole lot of stuff has happened to us in a very short period of time.
Yes, it has.
Adrenaline junkies.
In 5, the large scorpion creature moves forward towards. I don't know if you'd want to go after Della or if you'd want to go after Swift. Or after Miranda. Oh, no, we go after Miranda. He's going to move towards Miranda. This guy is about 6-7 feet tall. Looks like he's made of obsidian stone, solid jet black. Has a huge scorpion tail. And he's going to take a swat at you with his tail. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's not so bad. Let's see. That would be fists.
That's your leftover prayer, right there.
You need to make an athletics check to see if you dodge.
Big money.
Big money to win.
Oh, that's some big money.
It's a 5.
Okay, so when he comes in rolling towards you, you grab the spear and swat his tail out of the way pretty easily. This guy's quick. He's big. And actually, he moves very, very quickly towards you. So you're like, whoa. But it doesn't seem like he is able to get past the spear. Yeah. Power of God and all that. Fighting demons. Seems to be like it's on your side. That brings us to 4s. Anybody?
Crickets.
Okay, that's Space Girl.
Wait, I also go at 3.
This is 4.
Okay, never mind.
Sorry, man.
I thought that
I
was
was
the next
very
progression.
confused.
I think
That's
she's
a mean
going.
statement there.
She remember it is sunset, by the way. She steps towards the fence and disappears. Poof. And when she reappears, she comes out of the shadow of this car right behind Gabriel Beaumont. And she's going to try and attack him with the cold of space. Pink dice go.
Arguably, if she's attacking with cold of space, the hard vacuum of space means she sucks.
Yeah, she does. So Gabriel Beaumont is going to try and defend. She stabs at him with one of her arms. It's like it elongates, and you can see the coldness head towards him. And he spins and takes a step back, and the blackness kind of lashes onto his arm, and his arm just freezes. I mean, you can see it, and he lets out a because it hurts. Yeah, got him pretty good.
Is there? We've fought this before? Is there a way to get that blackness off?
No, she's made of stars. If you've ever seen 2001: A Space Odyssey,
So
where
it's just the
made
coldness of
stars.
space.
Right, and vacuum and all that. That's
And it's
what's
left on there even though is she still touching?
no. She touches him and she does cold damage to him. Is what
Okay,
she's
all
doing.
right, okay.
Now she's wrapped her hand around his arm, so yeah, he's going to want to get away from that, or it's going to be
Or
bad.
he's going to turn into a giant fetus.
Yep,
Right.
correct. And then we'll have a new solar system or
Wake
something
up
like
in a
that.
weird 70s
Yeah, that's
style
right. That's
light
right.
room.
You got it. That was 4s. 3.
Hey!
That would be a you.
Alright. I'm gonna, with a burst of my wings, charge towards Space Girl.
Okay, cool.
And I'm going to grapple her.
Ooh. I don't know that you want to grapple something that's that cold. I mean, you can do it,
You can do it.
but just seeing how she touched Gabriel Beaumont and froze his flesh, I'm not sure you want to do that.
He says, I'm a lightning dragon. You know the level of insulation I have?
That makes sense.
I've got something
So
here about it.
forming.
But I'll let you do it.
I thought I had something. I thought I had something
Ice
on here
knives. I wonder
about
if I could like do fire
extreme
knives.
conditions.
I was
I
thinking
don't know.
It would have to be like resistance.
But
or
yeah,
something
I
like
know he's a badass, so I'm just gonna hold her down.
that. Okay. You gonna just punch her or
I'm
what?
gonna grapple.
Okay, grapple.
Yeah.
All right, go for it.
Crap.
It's not too bad.
I'm gonna spend one of these fate points.
All right. You mean your fate point?
Yeah.
The one fate point?
The one fate point.
Yeah.
Reaches over, grabs Jody's, and spin one of these fate points.
There we go.
Oh, that's gonna roll.
Much
Yeah.
better. Much
Alright,
better.
so that's
I need one of Jody's. I only have one.
that's just a might roll.
Yes.
I can't remember. It's been so long.
I mean, was it might augmented with fists or something like that?
Yeah.
Just-
Right, right. Well, if
a
he was to
whole
punch,
lot
it's
of
fine.
your stuff is
Yeah.
just.
There's a lot of augmentations
Yeah,
building
that's
off of each other.
I use the synergy effect of my entire class.
Everything?
Yeah, that's right.
Ah, plus 17. There we
Okay.
go.
Yeah, I get a +2 because of my super strength to grappling.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so that's 5 + 5, 10 might.
Okay, you grab her. Okay, she tries to roll out of the way. You grab her. The first thing you notice is cold. Okay, take a 3 stress hit.
That's fine, because my Darwin special is a 3 stress protection.
Okay, so you're good thing
I'm
it's
insulated.
insulated. There you go, insulation. That's of course he's insulated. He's a lightning dragon. Yeah. All right, so
think he
are you
was
going to grab her and try and crush her?
This also allows you to inflict a 3 stress hit on an opponent as a supplemental action during a grapple.
Right.
I don't know how the
That's
supplemental
right.
action
Okay,
works.
so that's good. Yeah.
I've been playing
so-
for a year or two and I still don't know how.
you know, that's
All
right, so it's a 3 stress hit. Okay. This is that's not that.
I'd be lying if I said I really knew what was going on. You know, I just say, "Hey, can I do this?"
Yes. The answer is no or yes. Yeah.
I know how to do fist really well.
Yeah, right.
I remember that.
So, all right, you hit her. You start to squeeze her. You notice that you don't seem to be really hurting her, though.
Okay.
Again, she's made of space and stars, and when you start squeezing it, her body just kind of contorts and contracts and really doesn't seem to be hurt.
Freak.
Yeah, she is. Now, that was in
Says the dragon man.
twos. Twos. I'm going to let the group go first before my 2 goes. Who's going first?
We're 2s, right?
Yes.
You can go if you want to.
No,
ahead.
You want me to go? All right.
No.
All right.
I'm going to spend a fate point
Okay.
to use the Lance's ability, all creatures equal before God, which allows me to ignore toughness, catch, and armor.
That's actually a really good thing.
And I'm going to attack with the spear.
I feel like that's perfect against a guy made of obsidian. You're now made of butter.
That's right.
Okay,
like
alright.
butter.
So it's a.
Who's that again?
Okay, once again,
That is flame bait.
Flame, yeah, flame.
it's a +3 weapon, but is that the damage or is that my 2 hit?
That's the damage. That's the damage,
Okay,
right.
so my weapons
call.
rating is 5.
Then
So
add your
6.
stuff. So 6. Okay. He got a 6 as well. Okay. So that means you're tied, which means you hit, but you're only going to be doing your weapons rating and damage. Now that's fine.
Foul.
Okay.
Not allowed.
Okay.
So that'll be a 3 stress hit. All right.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So you hit him. Ouch. He tries to dodge out of the way, almost does, but you slash him kind of with the edge of the spear, and he lets out a shriek. Interesting thing happens when you hit him with the spear is that there's a little, I guess, area that's kind of built up on his chest, and it glows kind of with a white light.
Okay.
Yeah. That brings us to other 2s.
I'm 2.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to do ice knives.
Okay, her. She's made of fire. You're throwing ice. Go
I
ahead.
figured ice would be
I'm
strong
just
against
teasing.
fire, or is that wrong?
Water is strong against fire. Playing
When it
Pokemon,
comes
it doesn't matter.
It comes
When it hits her, won't it be hot
I'm just
water?
playing. I'm doing Pokemon. Don't worry about it. Go ahead.
Oh,
See, now that depends on the level of heat. You could perform steam before the water
yeah,
gets
that's right.
there.
That's true. That's true. That's true. Go ahead.
Delete that out of this
Stop
map.
helping him.
Fire
Alright.
hydrant.
I'm doing anything bad.
Hey,
All
yeah.
right.
Good question, actually.
Actually, I'm gonna change my action. I'm gonna run to the street, open the fire hydrant, pull a fire hose out of my backpack,
Well, no,
attach
actually,
it, and water it down.
if you would like, now, okay, here's the thing about, if you want to, you can give me a fate point, and I will say there is a fire hydrant there, and you could probably blow the top off of it with your magic. Now, that being said, okay, remember, running water tends to, you don't want to get covered by that running water, because that
mixes
tends
up
to
the magic.
ground out magic. But if you want to do it, Give me that fate point. We'll rock and roll. That'll be fun.
No, I only have one. I have one fate point. I
Okay,
can't
and then you
risk
can
it.
freeze the water, and we can have lots of fun. Whatever you do, I'll rock and roll with it. But if you want to just shoot ice knives at her, it's just an attack. You can still do damage. She's still human under all that fire. Okay.
You know what? In for penny, in for pound.
Yeah.
Let's rock.
All right. Okay. So
Very
tell me
good.
exactly what you want to do.
So, I realize there's a fire hydrant right outside,
Absolutely.
and there's a fire hose attached to it.
There's not a fire hose attached to it, but it happens to be pointing. The hydrant happens to be pointing in the exact direction where she's standing.
Okay.
So all you got to do is
All right.
open that puppy.
So, I'm not even going to move. I'm just going to cast a spell of power.
Yeah, we need to do that. You probably need 2 power to rock that thing open. Yeah,
Okay.
don't worry about it.
All right, then I'm.
So you see the fire hydrant, you go ding, and probably shoot ice knives at the fire hydrant. The top comes loose, like that, and water goes right out into Lassie. Now, let me think what I want to do with that. I think what I'm going to do, because she's a spellcaster and now she's being hit by running water, she's not going to be able to cast spells until she gets out of the water. I'm going to also have her make a might check, which she did not make. The water also blows her backwards right there into the street, and it's just spraying on top of her. Now, you've just grounded out her magic and also knocked her on her butt. Okay? So, I'm going to let you put... hand me your fate point, though. Okay? Sorry. So, I'm going to say that she has also got the aspect on her now drenched. Okay? And... the other aspect I'll let you put on there is knocked prone. So remember, you can tag those with a fate point to be able to do something. And Jody, you get free tags on both of those.
Yeah,
Did you hear me? So you can tag either one of those if you want, okay? For free. All right. So that was 2. That brings us to...
I'm more too. So, did I see any of this?
Oh, yeah. Well, you can look out the window,
Okay.
yeah.
So,
That's pretty cool.
so I have cold magic.
Mm-hmm.
They are pretty rich.
Can I freeze her in the water?
So you're trying to literally restrain her,
Right.
okay? You will need to overcome her might. So yes, her might is a +1. I'll go ahead and tell you that.
Okay.
And then you're going to need to make sure. Well, she's kind of magicless right now. Now, as soon as that water stops running on her, she will have her magic back. Her normal fire rotes are strength 6.
That might be the thing.
So you're going to need to do probably a strength 7 freeze, okay?
I believe in you.
You can call upon the assistance of the
Right,
Autumn
right,
King,
right,
remember? The
yeah,
King of the Autumn
exactly,
people.
yeah.
This is what Lou's there for. We'll just owe him a favor. It's not a big deal.
Okay. So I have 2 things. I can do that, or I can go after the scorpion.
Miranda's got the scorpion handled.
All right. So let's do it. Let's roll.
All right, let's see.
So, what are you doing?
He's going to freeze her solid.
Yeah, freeze her solid.
Yeah. All right, so let's see. We need strength of 7.
Spells work in this thing. So
What's your conviction?
conviction is a 4.
Okay. So it's 3 above what you have. Need you now? What's your discipline?
Discipline is a 5.
Okay. So you need to roll at least a 2 on the dice to get the spell to go. So go ahead and make your roll.
Boom.
Oh, you did. Okay. Cool.
Nice.
So now what that's going to hit you with is a 3 stress hit, unless you want to pawn some of that stress off onto your connection with Lou. And then it'll be a stress 1 hit.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. All right.
It's a physical and mental, I guess, right? Or
Mental. Yeah, just a 1 stress hit mental. So that's cool. All right. So what you guys see is he reaches over and you see the water begin to freeze into these spiky icicles, and Lashiel starts to struggle and things like that, and then she freezes solid. just Arctic wind just kind of blows on top of her, and she is solid frozen to the ground. The water is still spraying on her, and so you're probably going to have to kind of make sure that the water doesn't wash her out of there.
Gotcha.
But you can probably just kind of maintaining is easy. It's getting her in place for the first time that's hard. Okay, cool. So that was in 2s. That brings us to 1s. All right, Sir Darwin.
That would be me.
That would be you.
She not get to go because she's on the ground.
No, she is frozen solid. She is out of the picture for a while.
That means we can gain up.
Yeah, I suppose.
Then I'm going to get out of the van.
Okay.
I think that's why I'm sitting in my seat.
Always a good thing.
I just imagine like the doors like open. You're just,
Yeah. You just lean across and shoot out the window either way. Alaka blam.
see,
Lean across the hood and
I
shoot all the...
really do enjoy that little video. That's so funny to me.
That's what I think about every
I like a
time.
blam. But anyways,
So good.
trying to think of how I'm oriented in this, and I feel like she would be the person I'm actually looking at for all
Yeah.
this. So
Yeah. You can shoot.
I'll try to shoot at her.
All right. Give me a guns roll. Or weapons roll? Guns, yeah.
I'm grappling, so
Not
does he get
great.
like bonuses or anything?
Oh, she's restrained. Okay, well, I am going to probably give her what I just rolled and not really her athletics to dodge, because she really can't.
Sounds good.
What'd you get? Now be careful, because you got a volt there.
I'm about to say, don't hit me, please.
Yeah, that would be bad.
Be a good time to test out your Darwin special against bullets, huh?
Ping! Ah! Don't shoot me. I'm Batman.
You know what? I'm going to spend a fate point.
Okay. What aspect are you tagging?
I'm an opportunist.
Well, that you are an opportunist, and you are shooting her from behind, so that works very well.
Yeah,
You get
because
plus
she's
2.
holding on to someone's holding on to her. Just,
Yeah, right?
but I'm going to just do it for a +2. So they give me a 4 total.
Okay. She only got a 1, so you hit her, because again, she's being restrained. And so what is you beat her by 3? What's your damage rating on your pistol?
Is a 4.
So you did 7 to her. Now, interestingly enough, you fire the bullet, bam, okay, and it hits the area of the stars where I guess it's probably her hip or whatever he's holding onto, and it rips through, and you actually see where the bullet hits. The star area disappears, and it's like you can see there's less dark star area. If you remember, Miranda blessed your bullets.
Oh, that's right.
Okay,
I forgot.
so yeah.
I forgot too. I'm glad you remembered. Thanks, Liam.
Yeah, I forgot too.
So you hit it, but again, she does not go down. She's injured, but yeah. I put that on the wrong person. Hold on.
She's grappling someone, and she is currently grappling.
All right, so yeah, and she lets out a kind of a shriek, but it's not a human shriek. It's almost kind of like this loud, rushing wind kind of thing that you would hear if air was blowing down a deep tunnel. It's a weird, inhuman thing. She's very strange. But yeah, she definitely did not appreciate the bullet. Yes.
Question. The Denarians. Do they have to dive for the coin to release them, or just be hurt a lot?
Well, that's one way to do it. You have to kill them. The other way is if you can separate them from their coin. Most of the time, well, if
That's
you can
how we
remove
did
it
it
from
with
you,
the girl,
that's how
right?
you got away from.
We have to know
Yeah.
where it is.
Yeah.
Is it usually on them somewhere?
Yeah, it's got to be on.
Or in them.
And then, yeah.
We had that discussion last time.
I'm
Yeah.
just
With the old
trying to
lady.
make
Yeah.
Feed them all laxatives.
Yep.
Yeah.
She survived.
All right.
Gabriel Beaumont in Zero
That's bad.
rolls around, and the star lady has let go of him, and he looks at her and says, "Those coins were mine first, and I believe I'll take that back." And he looks at the girl who's made of stars, and his hand
Gabriel.
plunges into the darkness, and you see him kind of gritting his teeth like that, and then he rips his hand back, and she turns into this nice redheaded lady with the blue, the green
Right,
outfit
yeah.
on, and his hand is kind of glowing this white color. with just light behind it, and he takes it, and it's covered in frost. Okay, I mean he is really, really cold, and he rolls his hand up like that, and you can tell he is pretty hurt. But he's got the.
I like a blam.
But his hand, in fact, you think his hand may even be frozen closed because it's so cold, you know. But he's got that, and he pulls it like that way, and he takes another step back away from her. She lets out a shriek and turns, like I said, into a human being. Yeah. And the two little sets of eyes disappear. Yep.
All right.
Okay.
Yep. That brings us to the top of the round again.
We recognize her from the party.
Yes.
Yeah.
Redheaded lady wearing the green
assuming
dress.
she's
Kind of
like-
you.
Yeah.
Is she on the ground now, like wondering what's happened?
No, she's still being grappled by Volt.
Oh, that's right.
Remember, she's a Devoné. She is a wizard.
Yeah.
So yeah, she's ain't out of the game yet. Yeah,
She
she
kills
still.
before me.
Yeah, she just lost some of her power.
Pattern.
All right, so that brings us to the top of the round, which is Swift. Let's see, Autumn Night. You stepped over there. Where are you at right now?
I'm still in the van.
You're still in the van. Oh, that's right, because you froze the lady solid. Okay. I think actually Swift is going to stay there and protect you. So he again throws up another block. Well, that's a much better roll. All right, so he throws up another block. And so yeah, you now think he's got his shield there, he's right in front. You kind of look around him and shoot over his shoulder if you need to. That's right.
Guess that's what I like to do.
That brings us to fives.
You go search the frozen chicken.
That would be Stinger Girl or Stinger Guy. Miranda, he's going to attack you with his stinger again.
Oh, she's really
Okay. You want to roll athletics to dodge?
Sure.
Tip away at the eye.
Oh no. That's a 4.
Okay. He got. Let's see. He got a 4 as well. So again, he hits you, but for 2. Okay. It's a strength 2 strike.
Okay. This
Let's
is
just take a
physical
2 stress hit. Yeah.
Okay.
That's no big deal. It's not poisoned or anything squirty like that.
I'll take it this time.
It's not poison.
Oh, wait. Sorry. I lied. It's a strength 6 attack. Okay. Sorry.
Can
my
I
bad.
use my +2 armor badge?
Yes, and that'll take it down to 4, so you take a 4 stress hit. Yes, absolutely. Sorry about that. I forgot that he has superhuman strength.
Where are you at, Miranda?
Yeah.
Miranda
I'm
is
here,
right.
We probably go to the same gym.
That's right.
adjacent to Swift, right there.
Normally now we would go to, let's see, the human-shaped hole in space. She is moving much more slowly now, so it is not her turn right now. That brings us to +3s.
I guess.
Incapacitator? Like knock her out?
Yeah, I guess I'll keep squeezing.
Okay. Is that a 3 stress hit?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. She's gonna try and break free. We're not gonna roll because you have superhuman strength and she does not. I mean, you get like a plus. What do you get to bonus to grapple? Like +2?
Yeah, my might's a 5, and I get +3 to grapple skills.
So it's like what,
So it's a
8?
standing 8 without rolling.
The best she could get, because her might is like 1, would be a 5. So there's no way she could even get close to breaking out.
So
you
the
do-
worst you could get was 4.
It's a 4.
Sleeper hold.
You could probably pick her up. You could probably pick her up and slam her on the ground and do a bunch of damage too.
Yeah.
So you do 3 to her.
Just gonna choke her out.
Superhits her. Okay.
I did think about ripping over my trunk and throwing it.
All right. So you squeeze. You hear kind of maybe her ribs crack, and she lets out a shriek. Okay, she had to take a mild, a minor consequence. A mild consequence. Excuse me.
Emily, we can do this the easy way or the real easy way.
Actually, at that point, she goes limp and says, "I surrender. I surrender. I surrender." Yeah.
I drop it.
Well, you may want to hold on to her, but she's not going to struggle anymore.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Tie that girl up.
I'm just imagining like you have her like in a like
You
a
reach into
hug,
your utility belt,
and-
pull up the piano wire.
and you know like around her arms, you know like this is like I surrender, and you're like your hands aren't up. I can't.
Sorry.
Tap, tap, tap.
Now that was 3s, 2s. 2s.
All right. So now that I see like what I'm going to assume is probably the spot where the coin is, I'm going to target that area.
Okay.
Am I still ignoring the armor and that?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okie dokie. Let's go. Oh my gosh.
That's plus one. No, that's not bad at all.
That's still a 6.
Okay, so I got even. Okay, I got a 5. So you beat him by 1. So you did
Plus 3.
huh?
Oh,
Yeah.
I beat him by 1.
By
and
1.
then-
So you get
and
a
then I have-
4 damage, a 4 stress hit. Okay, that's good. Well, you were going for. If you're going to actually go for the nubbin where it looks like,
Called shot.
yeah, you're going to need a little higher roll than that.
Can I spend a fate point to get plus 2? Would
Sure.
that
What
get
are
me
you?
there?
What are you tagging? What aspect?
My aspect or an aspect of him?
No, well, an aspect of yours that allows you to be more accurate, or do something for some reason. Yeah.
I don't know that I have. Have you seen National Treasure? Nah, I don't know that I have anything specifically for this. Hold on.
Well, what else?
I got Reggie's Rosary. I got We're Not Losing Anyone Today. I have No One Is Beyond Saving. And I Owe You One.
You could probably go with I Owe You One, mainly because she was the one who, remember, she attacked you before in the basement of the Devonees mansion.
Okay.
I could probably make the stretch for that.
I'll go with it if
All
you're
right.
if you're good
All
with
right,
it.
cool. So you
I would
take
just figure that you just took a strength 6 hit, so you owe them one.
Not incorrect. All right, so you stabbed. Oh, actually, I'm sorry. This isn't the girl's band start. Yeah, just took a strength 6 hit. Yeah, you can definitely owe them one. So you stab towards this little. It's like a little ring of bumps around the neck, and as you hit it, the one that you hit flares up. This weird kind of green ichor oozes out, like most bugs have, and well. Most weird bugs have. Normal bugs don't have green. Well, I guess maybe. I don't know. Anyway, doesn't matter. They're bugs. And so when you do this, you hear a plop, and this little silver coin comes popping out and falls on the ground. At which point, the scorpion obsidian guy disappears, and you see this kind of disheveled, blonde playboy-looking guy wearing a linen suit. And he's kind of covered in what looks like ichor and slime, and you've kind of gigged his chest, and so again, there's kind of green ooze still coming out of his chest, and he lets out an ow, and starts diving for the coin. Okay, now he doesn't get to do anything this round, but yeah, that was in 2s.
Yes.
Next 2.
I guess I'm the next 2.
Do we recognize this guy?
No,
Okay.
you don't. I mean, I guess he's a Devonees. You've never really seen him. Yeah,
Gotta be.
yeah.
All
Those
right.
Devonees.
So, is the
linen
coin
suit
slid
would get
towards near me, or
It's actually tumbled towards Miranda, but
Okay.
that's kind of far from you. But you give me an alertness check.
you know what?
See if
I
you noticed it.
think I will just. Huh?
Give me an alertness check if you want to see if you notice it. No, I mean, yeah, you did. You hear
That's a 3.
the ring of silver as it hits the ground, which is a very distinctive sound, and you go, "That sounded like a silver coin," and you kind of turn your head towards where it is. Yeah, it's there. It glints in the dying light of the sun.
All right, I'm going to. It won't go through a glove, will it?
Shouldn't.
Okay. So I'm going to reach in my.
Can you do spirit magic?
I have ice magic and air.
Oh, air.
Yeah, I do have spirit.
You could telekinesis it towards yourself if you wanted to.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna reach into my pocket and get a glove.
Okay, right.
And I'll do that.
Okay. That's just a kind of a cosmetic effect. You don't have to roll for that. So you,
Oh,
you
okay.
slap your glove on and go, and the coin goes into your hand.
All right.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna take the glove off and so it kind of rolls inside
Yeah,
the
that's
glove.
fine.
I'm gonna stick it back in my pocket so I can fight on.
That sounds good. This guy turns towards you, and he is very unhappy that you took his coin. Okay.
Yeah, I know.
A decade in daycare has taught me that trick.
That's right. So that's 2s. Yes.
So do I need to pump anything in to keep the ice or?
No, you don't think so. She seems like she's not fighting to get out or anything like that. So
Okay,
yeah.
then I'm gonna kinetic blast dude.
Oh, yeah. Okay, cool.
Scorpion.
Make me a discipline check. That's all. Just to see whether you can hit him.
Ooh, it's -3. Is it 2?
Okay. All right. Okay, he got a 4, so he did dodge your kinetic blast. And he kind of rolls out of the way and then turns towards looking at you a little bit too. In 0, you hear this coming from the Devonees mansion, and bullets start flying from the mansion. Remember, they had a bunch of cultists up there.
Oh.
Okay, so I need everybody to make me an athletics check. Okay, bullets are flying.
Oh Lord, I lost the ball.
Over by Trevor
Great.
Hughes.
Oh,
No, that's it. I got
able
it.
to
you
take
got
it.
it.
Hope you don't mind toe jam.
I do not.
Okay, good.
Just don't lick your dice.
That's right.
I got a 0.
I'm glad I rolled well because I don't have any
Good.
athletics,
I got a
so-
6.
Okay. Bullets kind of start spanging around you. None of them hit the van, thank goodness, but they do smack
6.
into the SUV. What'd you get?
6.
6. You're fine too. You're kind of up at the front holding the girl right here. She has stopped fighting, and the bullets start spanging into the ground and around her. Gabriel Beaumont, however, takes one in the leg. He goes, ah! Drops to the ground, kind of starts crawling this way a little bit. He's hurt. What'd you get, Jody?
A 0.
Oh.
That ain't good.
No.
Oh no.
You take a 7 stress bullet wound.
Dang, they got some guns, huh?
Well, she rolled so badly.
We got some shooters in here.
Yeah. yes.
Hey, don't forget your badge, right?
Did you have
I have-
athletics?
Or your umbrella?
I don't either.
I mean, why would I?
Yeah, right.
I have my umbrella. Can I use my umbrella?
Absolutely.
I would probably
As
need it so I could move way faster.
Umbrella
Is-
does protection 3, armor 3.
Okay, so it's only a 4 stress hit, and that's a physical
Not
one.
the kinetic black's pogo stick.
Oh.
That's how you get away.
Okay.
All right, so it's a 4 stress hit. Cool.
All
What'd you roll?
2.
Okay, well, you don't have to worry about it because actually you've got a guy in front of you who is actually going to shield up. So when the bullets start flying, he throws his shield up, kind of sets himself. You notice he kind of does this with his hand, and grass kind of starts glowing. And so the bullets start spanging off of his shield. That's what Swift has been doing the whole time. What'd you get?
Good day, Mr. President. I mean, all night. I got 2 as well.
Okay, so they beat you by 2. So you take a 5 stress hit. Now, armor?
Yeah.
What armor you got?
I have,
The overalls, I believe, right?
yes, armor 3.
Okay, so it's a 2 stress physical hit. Not too bad. Okay. So, bullets are flying around towards you guys. Top of the next round, what are you going to do?
You didn't go.
I did not go.
Oh, you did not go. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Darwin. That should have been in like +1, right? What's your?
He's in 1.
You're in 1. Okay. So before the bullets started flying, you should have gotten a chance to do something. But okay, we'll retcon it. You want to tie up the girl who used to be full of stars? We know there's rope in the van.
That is
You're
true.
all prepared.
We do know there's rope in the van.
You know, I'll go do that because
So
I'm
that would
not,
put you around here then. Yeah.
Because it's like one of those things between the SUV and this van. I don't really know what's going on over here.
Right. True. So you come around and tie her up right as the bullets start flying. You take a minor stress, kind of a grazing wound. All right, so that brings us to the top of the round. Swift again throws a block. Okay.
Just because I'm curious, is the chick that I was just tying up, is she okay from bullets flying everywhere?
Actually, she is because
I'm probably blocking.
you were kind of blocking her and
Okay.
yeah. You've gotten her tied up.
Nice guy, Vol.
See,
Well, something like
Swift
that.
throws his shield up to again defend the Autumn Night, and that brings us to 3s.
Oh, yeah, here.
Yeah.
So she's all tied up.
Mhm.
And I guess I'm going to.
You may want to drag her to the van out of the way of the bullets or something, or even yourself out of the way of the bullets. I mean, they probably won't hurt you very bad, but
I will throw her behind the SUV,
And run over.
fly, and grab Gabriel and put it behind the van. Can I do that?
Yeah, sure.
No. Can I just like shove her?
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then fly and.
So she goes clunk. All right, ow. And then you leap across here, and you could probably grab him and pull him over here. Would be the easiest way to do that out of the line of
Because I've
fire.
got the wings and stuff. So
Right,
I'm
right.
Pretty mobile.
Yeah. That was in 3s, 2s.
Okay, can I see which direction the bullets are coming from?
Yeah,
Or-
right up towards the house. Yeah.
Okay, I mean, but can I physically see who's shooting, or is it more like they're sniping from hidden?
Actually, yeah, you can. It looks like the bullets are coming from the second floor of the house, like they are shooting out of the windows. Yeah.
Okay.
You see, like, there's probably about 4 or 5 windows that are open, and they are shooting with what looks like automatic rifles, maybe AKs. The distinctive clacker
Just
of the
put
AK-47.
the 7-foot-tall obsidian demon between you and the second story.
Well, he's now a blonde-haired guy. That's not nearly as imposing. Yeah.
Yeah, I was probably, yeah, and I probably were, and I saw Della get hit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
If you just throw a Hail Mary to the house with the spear, what happens to the house?
Well,
I'm just gonna get the back of the van open,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
and I don't know. I feel like I need to do something about this guy, maybe.
Well, remember, he's still a spellcaster, so he can still be a threat.
Oh, I'm gonna stab him then.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, he can be a threat. He could still start throwing fireballs and bringing down, rains of
I mean,
locusts.
this
Maybe not
random
locusts.
guy, I just feel I should probably do something. I'm here as a spellcaster. Oh, I stab him.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I would.
That is an
Yeah. A
8.
cash of weakness.
Ooh. So you beat him by
Anybody's
5.
weakness.
The weapon rating is 3, so you're doing 8. Ooh, I don't know if he can handle that. He's going to take a severe.
What was that?
And then
sucks.
that'll take care of it. Wait, severe is -6, so he's going to take a stress 2. Okay, cool. All right, so he's looking pretty hurt. When you run him through with the spear, you get him a good solid shot to the chest, huge sucking chest wound, and he kind of rolls back off of it. He looks pretty hurt.
There's bullets flying. She's fully like PTSD.
Yeah, right.
Situation happening
That was in
right now.
2s? Yes.
Yeah, we're still in 2.
So my question is, the people in the house, are they in a different zone or same zone?
They're actually 2 zones away. Because you have to cross the
Okay.
the
Yeah, like the
lawn.
front yard area, and then the
And,
actual.
and you're gonna have to make athletics checks to get inside the yard and then up to them. So it'll be 2 checks.
Yeah, I know. Forget
So
that.
they're pretty far. I mean, they're sniping at you guys. They don't want to get fight
Yeah.
with wizards and werewolves and guys with magic weapons. No,
So is she laying prone, like on her back?
she's actually kind of crumpled up in this weird shape and covered with ice. Yeah.
So she's only temporarily disabled.
Right.
Like, we didn't get the coin
I'm
from
wondering
her
if I
yet.
could use her for cover.
You could absolutely.
So I'm gonna because I'm gonna run
Stand
over
her
there. I'm using her for cover, but
Uh-huh.
I'm looking for the Denarian coin.
For her,
Yeah,
It-
is that possible?
in her, or it's on her or whatever inside the ice.
I understand that.
So, well, you don't see it through the ice. How about that?
Okay, so I can't really. Okay, well,
Well, I mean, it's gonna be kind of hard to see, but you can search a little more closely. Give me an investigation.
but I mean,
check.
there's no way for me to get the coin out of her.
You're gonna release her if you do that,
Okay.
for sure.
Okay. All right. So I'm just gonna use her for cover,
Okay.
and yeah.
Okay.
Actually, I have a gun.
Yeah, you can shoot back.
Who's still up? What are the bad guys over here?
The
still
blonde-haired guy has his
up?
back
Where
to
is
you.
he? Okay.
He's,
I'm gonna shoot
With
him.
the blonde
You just
dog.
come up there.
I'm gonna shoot him. I'm gonna
Okay.
take cover and shoot,
shoot him. All right.
I'm gonna
Make
shoot
a
him in the back.
guns check.
Huh?
Make a guns check.
What?
Poor guy.
Look.
Ah, I
What'd you
didn't
get?
go well. I got a 1.
Oh, he got a 1,
Poor
so you
guy.
still got him. So, 2 points of 2 stress hit, which he's already used his 2 stress hit, which rolls up to his 4 stress hit. Ooh, he's in bad shape. Okay.
Beat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to shoot him too.
Okay.
rough
Boy,
day.
did he walk into the wrong
First time I
gunfight.
used my gun.
Bring a knife to a gunfight,
I
son.
think. I don't remember using
I
it.
think it is. I think it's the first time you
So, +3.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh, that's so sad for him. He got a -1, so you beat him by 4. You have a pistol, right?
Yeah, 357.
Okay, so it does 2.
2.
So you beat him. So that's a 6. Oh, he's out. He's going to have to take, all of his last things, and he's done. Okay. He drops to the ground. He's not dead, but he's bleeding profusely. Very, very bad
Are you
shape.
sure he's not dead?
No, he's not dead. He's actually got a one stress box left. A single, but any hit's going to take him out.
Big, spear shot, sucking chest wound kind of thing. Gets shot in the back immediately. Shot again.
Yeah. So he's in bad shape. I mean, he's probably, if he doesn't get medical attention pretty quickly, he's going to be dead. But, he's actually still conscious, could actually crawl away. He could technically run away if he wanted to, but I think he's just going to lie there and hurt. In 0. Okay.
Darwin.
Oh, wait, sorry. In +1, Darwin. Yes.
I haven't heard.
Yeah, +1.
Just this
You can
one.
shoot him too.
Yeah.
From across the room!
No, just walk all the way up to him. You remember that's where the opportunity came from. Someone fell on the ground. I'm an opportunist.
You can execute
Fire
him?
6 shots!
No, absolutely not.
No, okay.
I am going to see if I can't kind of sort of drag her.
Oh, you can.
For
She's actually not very heavy. She's kind of thin and lithe and actually rather pretty.
But yeah, more towards our actual van.
Okay, gotcha. So you do that. All right.
And kind of like, I want to be like right here so I can actually see what's happening on the side.
Right, gotcha. Well, the back of the van, I think, is open. I think. Did you open the back of the van or no? You attacked the guy. That's right.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's it.
So all right,
Open if it-
in 0, you're in the street. You're kind of around the van. The bullets are spanging out, and
RPG.
all of a sudden,
Oh, God.
you hear this kind of this weird deep thrumming noise,
Great.
and it goes boom boom. And when that happens, it's the ground doesn't shake, but it's like the air shakes itself instead.
Like a sonic boom type thing or something?
Yeah, but it's like boom boom. It's a double sonic boom, and
Two things? Two people have landed, or
well,
taken
you're
off?
not sure because what happens is it kind of rocks you back because it's so forceful, but it doesn't knock you off your feet. It's just like the air, all the air around you has pulsed, okay, and then it goes boom boom, boom boom, like a heartbeat.
I'm looking.
That's not
Okay.
good.
And when that happens, you notice that a green mist starts rising out of the ground at the Devonees mansion. Okay, all right.
We triggered
And you
the
start
defense
seeing
system.
arms coming up out of the ground.
No.
We didn't
Okay.
do that. That was not
Right.
us.
Yo,
Like, how big are the arms?
Human sized.
Human size.
Yeah.
What if
But-
we blew the
Like numerous
Anyway.
arms?
Yes. You're thinking like in the numbers of 12 to 13, maybe more.
Is it just in the
are we
grass?
talking like dead rising arms? Or
That's
like,
what you're thinking. Or like
okay.
spirits. You've run into this before. You've run into the spirits
on
in
the
the
highway.
Museum of Death, and the very similar kind of
Okay.
looking effect. You know,
Okay.
the area everywhere gets cold all of a sudden, like ghosts are coming back.
Oh wait, the green mist. Is this reminiscent of like the insta kill, like necrotic?
No. It's more
Okay.
reminiscent of when you were fighting the necromancers. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, you undead start crawling out of the ground, and there's just a constant heartbeat pulse.
Is the heartbeat pulse thing reminiscent of the drums that we heard during
That's what I'm
the...
thinking.
It really
That's what
makes
I'm
you
thinking.
wonder how far this pulse reaches, because it's loud.
Their subwoofers are incredible.
They are, which means if it covers a large area, there's a lot of ghosts coming out.
So does it sound like there's a system doing this, or this is a
No,
magical
it's
sound?
just you're not sure, but literally the very air around you is pulsing with this heartbeat sound.
Is there
I mean,
How
Yeah.
shut it off?
is there a way? Is she like stuck to the ground, or can we grab her? The frozen. girl?
She's frozen to the ground. Yeah.
Okay.
I could probably rip her out of the ground.
We might need
Maybe we should just
to
kill her.
leave.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know about killer, but
person of you.
Volt could definitely
Yes,
drop
it
the
is.
people's elbow and see where things go after that.
Yeah.
It's,
All right.
I'm pretty good at breaking shit and ripping stuff.
So next round,
So am I.
Swift takes
I'm not sure that
backs
the
up this way.
White Council wouldn't say that's okay.
Swift backs up that way to give Miranda some cover, and to get everybody kind of where he can make sure they're okay. Because you're inside the van, you should be okay.
I'm out here by myself.
Anybody in full? Huh?
What's Gabriel doing?
Gabriel is limping towards the van because he is very hurt.
Okay.
He's got frozen arm, and then he's got bullet wound in the leg, so he's in bad shape.
Stop the Denarian taking over, probably.
For all that he is unkillable, it seems he still takes damage like a normal human being.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So in 4, there's a sharp cracking noise. Okay, and you notice it's coming from the direction of where Lashiel is, and the ice cracks. And you see that she's coated in flames again. She looks towards all of you and this huge smile on her face. And she shoves her hands down and launches into the air like a rocket. Just flames. Right?
Is she still in the water, though?
No.
Okay.
No. So yeah, she has launched herself into the air.
So she Iron Man's out.
Yeah, she's Iron Manning away for now. Yeah.
Okay.
She is headed what looks like to the north. You can see her. I mean, she's like a comet.
I should have risked breaking the ice and taking that coin out of her. Oh well. I don't know if I could do it. So.
In 3?
On 3s, yes.
I'm gonna go catch her.
You're gonna try. She's a good bit faster than you.
Okay, I'm good.
Well, make an athletics check. I mean, well let's do that.
I don't know. I mean, if you say she's fast.
No. Well, she's doing the rocket thing.
Yeah, make an adrenaline check.
Yeah.
You need to know how much
make an
that's
athletics
pumping
check.
right
You
now.
could
That's-
possibly, you can at least probably keep her in your sights so you know where she's going. Would that be endurance?
Athletics.
Athletics. Okay, let's do that.
Yeah.
Athletics.
I was just reading that.
Yeah. Endurance would be whether or not you can do it for a long period of time. Athletics would keep up. Yeah.
Oh,
Plus,
that's not bad.
what'd you get?
2 plus so 8.
Okay. She rockets off. Okay, but you launch yourself into the air. You kind of flying really fast behind her. You're not gaining on her, but you are definitely keeping up with her. Okay. She seems to be heading north. You see her pass over, Magazine Street. You see her pass over towards the French Quarter. She passes over St. Charles and then Canal Street. And you guys are flying fast, okay? Yeah. I mean, you're going really, really quick.
And I'll let off just a little bit to make her think like she's gaining and
she
escaping.
Doesn't seem to be looking at you. I mean, all of her focus is moving, on
just in
going
case
fast.
she does decide to turn around. Because, I mean, she is a big fiery comet, so I can probably spot her well. I just want to track her to where she's going.
And constantly, what you're feeling is this pulse of air the whole time. Boom, 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 boom. And the scary thing about it is you have gotten to Canal Street, and you could still feel it. In fact, actually, it's gotten stronger. And as you're flying over, you're noticing, there's lots of cemeteries in New Orleans.
There are.
You are noticing tons of undead crawl up out of the ground through all these different cemeteries. I mean, when you fly over, you're thinking not thousands, but tens of thousands of spirits are going to be rising. This is going to be really bad, Yep.
Do I have any action points left to call, or no?
Oh, to make a phone call to them? Yeah, you could. I mean, all you do is fly.
No, I want to keep tracking, because I wouldn't probably be able to fly and talk at the same time.
You get...
Yeah, exactly.
The wind blows past your phone.
phone.
I mean, you are really going fast. You're probably doing 60, 70 miles. Well, I don't know, 70 miles an hour, but you're going fast. You are moving probably faster than you've done before.
I'll just stay on her.
Yeah. All right, that was 3s. 2s.
I'm just gonna. Seeing this situation, I don't know that it's a citywide event. I'm just thinking this is like a home defense system coming alive.
Yeah.
So I'm probably gonna just yell at everybody like, "We need to get out of here," and then I'll
pile into the van.
coup de grace this guy real quick on the ground if that's possible.
You can. Hey, yeah, you don't have to roll. He's not going anywhere. You shanking, he goes down. That's right. Oh, that's a spear. The spear is a weapon of war. And then you climb into the van.
Her
That's right.
a different arc right now.
Right.
Are we planning to leave? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah.
Okay, then we're going to go out of combat. That's what we're going to do. So you guys begin muscling towards the van. I assume that's where you're going to. Jody sprints across there. Gabriel rolls inside. You guys probably start, trying to bind his wounds and maybe find some way to warm him up. You probably have one of those little heat things that you snap and gets warm. And so, one of those hot hands, right? Put it on there and wrap it around there so you can warm up. As you're piling into the van and you're backing up to get away from there, it's interesting because the bullets stop flying. And all of a sudden you hear from the house, "Ah! Ah!" And you're kind of like, what? And so you get the feeling maybe the ghosts are making their way into the house. You also see what looks like lights, like maybe lightning and fire flashing through there, like some of the Devonees who are still in the house are trying to defend themselves. But it's crazy how many dead creatures start coming up. The Devonees must have sacrificed a lot of people over the years, which is not a real cool thing to do. And now those spirits seem to be coming home to roost. So you're heading which direction? Away from here, obviously.
Away from here.
Yeah,
Away,
as you're driving, you're heading towards Magazine Street and then eventually St. Charles. You see more and more of these spirits coming out of the street. They're different types of spirits. Some of them are like Civil War soldiers. You see some of them more modern, maybe people who are killed in gang violence and things like that. There's even a few that look maybe like policemen or firefighters who were killed. Some of them are from, obviously a couple hundred years ago. Some of them are very recent, but they start spilling out of the gates of several of the cemeteries that you are driving past. And there's thousands of them. People are out on the street seeing this. Most of them are running the opposite direction because it is terrifying. Yeah.
Can I make a lore check to see if I know if St. Louis Cathedral would be a safe place to go, or if given the nature of the cemetery being right next door, it would actually
give me a lore check on that. That's a really good question.
Well, that's a 1.
You think so, but you're not 100%.
Okay, well, the church is
Where are we going?
consecrated ground,
It
but
is.
so is the cemetery, so I don't know.
Let's go.
We got
our
two
best
coins
guess.
that we need to go
Yeah,
put.
yeah, you do. You do.
Yeah, that's
right
true,
now,
that's true. That's
Right.
true.
So you're heading towards St. Louis
That being
Cathedral?
said, if we're assuming this is bringing up spirits, maybe not go to the cemetery where we know there's definitely
No,
spirits.
St. Louis Cathedral.
Okay.
She's going to the
Yeah.
church. Yeah,
I
there's
just heard her say cemetery earlier.
Yeah.
Church.
Well, I was thinking
Hope
about the
nobody's buried at the
cemetery
church.
that's near there.
Well, now St. Louis Cemetery is north of the cathedral.
Okay.
About 3 or 4 blocks actually. So
Okay, so we
Yeah.
could probably get there without.
yeah. All right. So you guys hop into the van. You've got your captives with you and begin heading towards the St. Louis Cathedral. All right. Volt, you're following her. She seems to be heading towards the St. Louis Cemetery, where you guys fought the necromancers the first time.
Okay.
She's heading towards it. She heads what looks like to right in that back corner where they were going to fry Volt. And she lands on the ground, and there's a huge explosion of fire.
Fried bunk?
No, yeah, right. Fried bunk, yeah.
No, that's what I meant.
Yeah, it was fried bunk, not fried Volt. Volt doesn't get fried, right? That's right.
Insulated.
You got insulation.
Insulation,
right.
that's right.
She lands, and are you going to, go into the cemetery and perch and watch what happens, or what are you going to do?
She lands like where in the cemetery, like in the middle, or
Oh, no, it's towards the back, that big open area where they were going to actually
right.
fry.
They were,
bunk. Yeah.
Yeah.
The area where they did the
Just
ritual.
dive
before.
bomb elbow first.
elbow first.
Now, she is not alone. You notice that there is a man standing there. He's got a book in his hand. That there is what looks like a circle drawn around. And then there's an inner circle where he's standing inside the inner circle. Looks like a woman that he's got on the ground there, and he's reading from this book. Around the circle, there looks like about 4 or 5 of the cultists, the Denarian cultists.
Can I get a read on what the woman looks like?
She's young. Give me an alertness
Alertness?
check. Yeah.
5.
She's a white court vampire.
Which one?
You're not sure. It's not one you've ever met before. Yeah.
All right.
All I know is the moment you said she's young, I was like, so help me if this is hair again.
That's what I was thinking.
As far as you know, hair is
Oh
good.
my
No,
God,
no. This
really?
actually, I'm sorry. The girl who's on the ground actually has dark hair, and she's got that pale white court vampire skin. She's on her knees in front of this guy, and he's got his arm around her neck, and he's reading from the book, like he's holding her down or something like that.
So, would it be unfeasible for me to swoop and grab her and go?
You're not sure.
How about I swoop and grab her and go?
You can try that. That's probably a better chance.
Okay.
What if you just swoop in real fast, switch into like a diving drop kick, hit that guy, and then transition into like...
Are you going to try that?
Man move, man.
Yeah.
How'd you
I'll
turn
drop
into a
kick.
helicopter?
He's old, right? Yeah. I turn into an Apache attack helicopter.
Right, there you go. That works too.
How did you identify
Pretty
as
old,
that?
right? Yeah, right. That's my actual form.
The guy standing in there also is a white court vampire.
Yeah.
You have never seen him before
So,
either. But
I was hoping there's some old frail man.
no, he's a good bit older than her. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll just drop kick him in the mouth or something.
Okay.
Or maybe where his heart is.
I don't know why.
There's a grin over there. That's like,
Is she crying or? I mean,
You can't. I mean, she looks scared, but she doesn't seem to be crying.
Yeah, not great.
Mhm.
So this is just a fist check?
Yeah.
Yeah, instead of drop kick, we'll do,
You're just flying. Yeah.
with my claws and...
Yeah.
I don't know why, but just imagine like older white court vampire holding down younger white court vampire with book in hand. Like, look, sorry it had to happen this way. You or me, it's kind of just going to...
Yeah.
Right.
That's where they roll.
So 8.
Okay. You swoop in towards him, and it's crazy. You get to where the inner circle is, and you hit this invisible wall. Wham! Okay.
Wow.
I'm gonna need you to make probably an endurance check to see how much if you don't knock yourself out, because you're moving in quick.
It's like you just hit a window
Same
pane
roll.
like a bird.
Yeah, that's what I'm
kinda
thinking.
what it's like. Boom! Ow! What'd you get?
Yeah. 4.
Okay. You did not knock yourself unconscious. In fact, you didn't even take any damage thanks to the armor. But when you hit it, you go careening off into one of the headstones and go smashing through it and kind of fetch up against one of the crypts. Now, when that happens, the guys in the cultists all turn towards you, and you realize they're carrying AK-47s. Okay, Lashiel.
Bulletproof.
Yeah, well, he's pretty close to bulletproof. Lashiel has landed outside both of the circles. Okay, you get the feeling she knew that she couldn't get in, and when that happens, the guy turns towards you, and he gets this kind of maniacal gleam in his eye, and he looks at you. Oh, it's Alexandra's pet dragon. Right? You do look like a dragon, okay?
Yeah.
And he goes, white court vampires moving in here. The Skavis have been here for hundreds of years, and those upstarts think they're going to take this city from us? We'll see. We will bring despair of a level no one has ever seen before to this city. So, that's what he says.
All right.
His soliloquy as a bad guy.
Yeah.
And
Just monologuing.
yeah, and Lashiel just grins from the back with her flames and stuff like that.
Alexandria wasn't the Skavis?
No,
You
she's
mean Anastasia?
Anastasia. I'm sorry,
Oh,
Anastasia.
the
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, Anastasia.
Oh, okay, she was a lust vampire. They're
Well, no,
despair vampire.
she's
Fear.
a fear vampire.
Fear vampire.
Yeah,
Okay.
she's
Yeah.
Malvora. Yes.
She's something. You got it somewhere.
Anastasia of Malvora. Right. These are the Skavis who are the despair vampires.
Yeah, Anastasia Malvora.
Yeah.
Got you. Okay.
So driving in the van. Okay, you guys are heading to the cathedral.
Sorry.
You're driving along. There are people driving kind of crazy out there. They're dodging spirits and specters. Several people have crashed into various and sundry objects that are around it. I'm going to need a driving check.
Yeah, 81.
Oh, show.
Okay.
it's only because he's bumping over the people that fell.
It is only then that we realize.
Can
the
you go
beast did not
below
take the
0?
ball.
Yes.
And it is a -2.
Oh, that's bad. All right. You're driving along, heading towards along St. Charles to hit to Canal Street. You get to Canal Street, and this spirit steps out in front of you. Let me go over here. Yeah. It looks like a Civil War soldier on a horse, and he's followed by an entire troop. And so you try and dodge out of the way, but you're unable to, and the horses literally solidly smack into the van. The van gets shoved around, pushed over onto the sidewalk, and smashes into one of the light poles there. And all of the spirits stop and draw their sabers. They look like they're going to try and attack you or the van or whatever. Yep.
Everyone had their seatbelt on, though, right? I mean, that's the
Yes.
Yeah, well,
thing,
you
so.
probably were not going fast enough to be a real problem, again, because there's so many people out there dodging streets.
Safety matters.
That's right.
That's right.
Everybody make me an endurance check. Let's see who takes these streets.
Can I get this thing started?
Well,
Does it ever turn off?
Because it's already taken a shot to the nose with...
Right,
nicotine.
that's my thing.
Let's see. Hold on. Let's go ahead and roll to see if anybody takes any stress first. Endurance check?
2.
Okay, so you take a 1 stress hit.
I got 3.
Okay, you're good.
This physical or mental?
Physical, yeah. 2. You take a 1 stress hit.
Take a 1 stress
Oh.
hit for mental.
Take a
Just
4 stress hit. Ouch.
very unnerved by this.
Well, it's a ghost, so I didn't know if it was
Yeah,
going
so
to
I
be
gotta take
social.
a mild consequence.
Okay, mild consequence and
You're
then
so
2 stress hit.
embarrassed.
Yeah. Okay, so Bunk gets smacked into. I guess he didn't have his seatbelt on, and he smacks his head on the door, and ow! And so now you get a little blood stream that's kind of coming down there. Give
To
me
be 100% though, I thought Sweat was going to catch you.
He should have.
No,
He's
he
gonna get
would like to. No,
Where's his block at now?
Yeah, exactly.
Let's see. What would work for starting things up? Craftsmanship. Yep. Give me a craftsmanship check.
You no longer waited for craftsmanship specifically with vehicles. Look at that. That's even.
Yeah. So what'd you get?
An 8.
Yes, you think you can get it started again, but it's going to require you to get out of the van.
Fair enough.
Okay. So.
He's lived his entire life.
Give me a
waiting for
sec.
this moment.
Yeah, give me a minute. So you going to hop out of the van?
Yes.
I'll get out and flank.
Yeah, you probably want to stop
No
these Civil War
interference.
soldier spirit guys from attacking him. That's going to be a distraction to try and get the van going.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody hops. Who's hopping out of the van to help?
Roll down the window.
You rolling down the window? All right. You're getting out, Jody? Or Della? You getting out to help? Or no?
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys hop out. There's about 5 of these Civil War soldiers. You hop out, head towards the front of the van. Let's see. You go in 2, you go in 2, you go in 1. The soldiers go in 0.
So do I assume? I'm just assuming that the ghosts can't be knocked prone.
Oh, they can be knocked prone.
Okay.
Sure they can. They're manifested enough that you could do anything to them that you could do a normal human.
We literally hit a horse.
Yeah, you did. Or 2.
Yeah.
So in 2s, what are you going to do, Miranda?
I'm going to.
Shish kebabbing.
You said there was like a commander,
Yeah.
and
Then 4 guys behind him. Yeah.
and these are vengeful spirits.
Vengeful Confederate soldier spirits. Yes.
Okay. Then I am going to.
I don't know what your plan is, but I find it very amusing whenever you have your voice breaks. It's like, okay, well, I'm going.
Oh, she's got some
I was
tricks.
gonna try a few things, but I'm going to target the commander, and I'm going to spend a fate point to
Okay.
use the ability Sins Laid Bare, where I confront an opponent with their evil deeds, and they take a strength 7 mental attack each round until they beat it.
Right. So you
Dang.
slam the spear
So
down.
you like Ghost Rider this person?
Yes, she's Ghost Rider. That's exactly. Or the crow. She's
Or the
the
crow.
crowing. Yeah. She's,
That's
so
amazing.
you turn and look at him, and the spear kind of glows, and her eyes glow as well. And there's kind of a bit of a holy light that pops up behind her, and the guy looks towards her, and you're not sure if ghosts can be frightened, but this ghost looks terribly frightened. And then all of a sudden he says, "Ah!" and dissipates. Okay,
Nice.
that's a strong attack for him. They're not really able to handle that kind of business. And he dissipates. So yeah, guilty. That's right. That was the first. What are you going to do?
I'm going to.
Unfortunately, it's not an AOE attack.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Are they? They're clustered, so I'm gonna
Yeah, they're
hit
clustered.
them with a wind to
Okay.
knock them prone.
Roll me your discipline. Yep.
6.
Okay. You wham, and the tornado blows them off of their horses. The horses go scattering. I mean, it's a pretty good tornado. Knocks them out of the way, and so they are blown away from Darwin, who goes to the front of the van, pulls the hood up. You have to kind of wrestle with it. You notice that looks
Make
like
a mental note to apologize to Miranda later.
that's right. You reach in, kind of reseat the distributor, make sure that the spark plug wires are still on there, good and solid, and seems like that was what it was. Some stuff had come loose when it got hit. You wrench the thing down as the Civil War soldiers start to woozily regain their feet. Hop back inside, and it's ready to go again. All right,
Let's go.
all right. Heading back down Canal Street towards, well, actually, probably heading down Canal Street towards St. Louis Cathedral. You got into Decatur, heading towards, was it Jackson Square? Get to Jackson Square. You gonna park and get out, or just you remember Jackson Square is that big, sidewalk area around it that you can just really drive down there if you want to.
Do I see obstacles going down there right now?
There are people fleeing.
Mobile obstacles.
They're worth more points that way. I mean, you don't have to run them down. You can just drive there and it lets you stay in this relative safety. Yeah, there you go, right. All right, so you pull up on the sidewalk, boom, boom, and begin driving down there. People are getting out of your way. Most of the, this is where the lower talent practitioners hang out. You don't see any of them there. They seem to have scattered. Some of their carts and some of the artist carts are still there, but you don't see any of the people that you know from the Paranet there. They've all gotten out of there. You pull up to the cathedral, hop out, head inside.
I'm just sitting here thinking, like, how many like little post-apocalyptic, end of the world kind of little movies and stuff you watch where everyone's running, everyone's screaming, and then you see the people just driving like crazy. So it's like, where are those people?
Against
We're literally
the tide.
driving
Yeah.
against the tide of people
Right.
on the sidewalk and just.
Honking the horn.
That's right. Get out of the way, get out of the way. You hop out, head into the cathedral. As you get to the main door of the cathedral, the doors swing open. And Deacon Fontainebleau is there, and he says, "Oh my gosh, I was so worried when I heard the pulse and saw the spirits begin to rise. You'd be surprised how many people were buried in Jackson Square." And you kind of turn around and you realize there's about 20 spirits that are chasing after people around Jackson Square. And he says, "Get in quick, we're safe in here. This is holy ground." You were right.
Do we need to be hurting? Do we need to be hurting people in here?
You could be calling people to come in, yeah.
All right, let's do that.
Most people, you start yelling, "Get in here, you're safe in the church." Yeah, people go like, eh. But there's a few of them that start heading that direction and head inside.
As many movies as people have run to the church to be saved, I think everybody.
You would think. People
Everybody.
who are in panic mode, just,
Yeah, you're right.
Surely the
Fully in their
cathedral would
grave
have
steps right now.
bells, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Could we not just ring bells?
We could.
Yeah, we
All right, you
could.
can. Deacon Fontainebleau says, yeah, he'll turn the bells on. They're electric.
Yeah.
Well, okay, the pulls on them are electric. They don't have actual people that pull them.
I mean, yeah.
So he heads over there. He says, "I'll get the bells started." And he heads down the hallway. Looks like he's doing that. You get inside, close the doors. The people, kind of you're opening the doors as people kind of start to stream in. You notice several of the spirits seem to be coming this direction. All of them seem pretty old and decrepit. They're not moving terribly quickly. You're thinking that to keep them out, you may have to close the door, but you're not sure. Maybe an invisible wall kind of thing.
I'll just stand guard at the door until the people come in and then...
Actually, when they get to the front door, they are literally held back. Just like that.
Nice.
And so you're able to kind of stand back there. You can actually kind of stab them and shove them
spirits,
back.
right?
The spirits, yes. Not the
Okay.
people.
Because she was like, I'm going to wait here till the people get here. Actually, when they get to the door, can't go. I was like,
You're fine.
oh no.
Yeah, you're fine. You're fine. So you're there. The bells start ringing. Ding, 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 ding. The stream of people kind of drops down, though oddly enough, someone you know, comes into the cathedral. It is.
Is it the shop owner?
It is. It is Anne-Marie Laveau. Because if you remember, her shop is only a couple blocks from the cathedral. So she comes in. Now, being a practitioner, she's going to have to leave some of her magic at the door because she has not been invited in. But she's willing to go inside there and hide out from all the spirits and zombies and stuff like that. She comes in and she goes, Darwin, what are you doing here?
It's a long story.
Definitely one I want to hear someday. Very interesting. So, any idea what's going on? Why the spirits have risen?
It has to do something with this thrumming sound that keeps coming out.
Necromancy. Yes. I understand. I might have a way that we can help fight this.
Do tell.
I'll talk to you about it in a little bit once we get all these people in here and we can go some more quiet.
Fair enough.
Okay. So...
At some point, I will send a text to Volt to let him know where we are.
We're in the cathedral.
All right, so go ahead and give us the string of emojis that's going
Yeah. Right. Deacon Fontainebleau comes back. Are you going to have him take the coins to the reliquary while you've got them?
Yep.
Okay. You hand him the
I hand him the glove.
the glove and the... What else was it?
Gabriel
You got
Gabriel has the
Yeah.
other one frozen in his hand. Actually,
How's
Gabriel...
Gabriel doing?
Gabriel's still really hurt. You have bound his wounds. His arm has kind of unfrozen. He reaches over and unfreezes his hand to open his hand, and one of the fingers pops off. And because it's frozen, like
Okay,
liquid
I've
nitrogen
seen
solid.
him recover from worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
But he's able to open his hand enough that he can get the coin out, and he literally bare fingers picks up the coin and hands it to, puts it into the glove where yours is, and it doesn't affect him. Okay. And he looks at all of you as you see this, and he goes, "They were mine first. They don't affect me." And so the same way Nicodemus's noose has no power over me either. It was mine before he got it. And so he hands it to, and then at which point he kind of slumps down to one of the pews and goes, "I'm going to lay down for a while. I really don't feel well." And he just kind of lays back in his tweed and curly hair and
Give
just...
him my jacket as a pillow.
Yeah,
Is there-
he's... Huh?
No, go ahead.
No?
Well, okay. I was just gonna say, is there a way I could go up into maybe like the second? If there's a second
Sure.
story.
Well, remember there's a tower in one side. You can go
Well,
up
to
that.
go in the tower and kind of like
You
look
should
out at
pick
the
up his
city to
finger
see if
and
I
get-
can
Yeah,
figure
take it
out
off.
where the drumming
Solder
is
it on.
originating
Sure.
or coming from.
Yeah,
or
you start climbing the tower. Right.
Okay.
Let me cut back to Volt.
It's like
And I'm gonna let them know
like-
that's what I'm doing. I'm
Actually,
letting
no,
that
that's
to the
gross.
tower.
Before we cut back to Volt, would you get me a Hershey's beer from there, please? We'll take a brief interlude while I get something. Yes.
Gonna kind of look at Darwin whenever Gabriel sort of drifts off into his healing fugue or whatever. And just be like,
Make eye contact with Miranda. Immediately regret whatever's about to happen.
Exactly. You're about to get.
I'll just be like,
That mug holds, I think, a whole beer, right? Probably, and then some.
It's a subject.
Neat. All right. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. All right.
I thought
So-
we already found out that he was.
in character we haven't.
We have it.
He's probably dropped. Do you have religion or something along those lines, or lore? Anybody who wants to
lore,
make
I
a
have
lore check to
scholarship.
figure out who Gabriel Beaumont is, you may. You have enough clues, you could probably suss it out. Let's do a lore check. If you have religion, you can. I don't think there's a religion thing anyway.
Well, I got a
have
6.
No idea.
You got a 6?
Plus two.
Got a 1.
Okay. Yeah. Really.
I don't. Scholarship and lore and things like that are not high up on my
What'd you get?
skill
2.
tree.
All right.
Oh, I got a 3.
Okay.
Figure.
Well, if you got a 3 or higher, you recognize the fact that he's touched the silver coins first. The noose was his first that Nicodemus uses. The noose that Nicodemus wears came from Judas Iscariot. It's the one he hung himself with. And of course, the 30 pieces of silver that Denarians are, those are the silver. So he is very obviously Judas Iscariot, probably as the wandering Jew, which means he can't die until Christ returns. There you
And I
go.
got a 6 on this. I'm pretty sure that I know
I got a
exactly.
Yeah,
1
you would,
and
yeah.
I'm like,
Oh, he's the
And you're
wandering
sitting there
Jew.
like, isn't that weird? I'm like, yeah.
Well, the Wandering Jew over many years, they thought he was several different people, but it turns out that he actually was Judas Iscariot. Yeah. So, let's see. You're in the cemetery. You've, fetched up against one of the crypts. There's about 5 guys with automatic weapons, and of course, then the guys inside the shield, the force field actually, and then you got lost shield. What do you want to do?
Throw the deuce up. Later, bitches, and backflip out and fly away.
Yes, you can. There's some kind of scattered gunshots at you, but you can stay where they can't really see you. Your phone goes zzz, zzz.
And I immediately hit call.
Okay. Well, actually, it's a text message.
Well, I'll hit call somewhere.
Okay.
Click on her thing and then.
Okay. Zzz. Okay. So you hit call.
I don't even read it. I just.
Right.
I see
your
it's
phone
from
rings.
Miranda.
Yeah, your phone rings.
I'm in the middle of this. Hello.
Yeah.
Hey, I found the source. We got a big problem.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
What I assume is Antoine, of the leader of the Skavis clan, is sacrificing a vampire of the.
A white vampire.
A White Court vampire.
The specific one.
Malbora?
No, what do they call it? Whatever. Yeah, I guess Malbora.
Fear vampire.
Fear vampires. He's swimming around with a ghost.
Vampire. White Court vampire.
And I lost my train of thought.
Where is this happening?
Oh, at the cemetery where we fought the necromancers last time across from the Museum of Death.
2 blocks away?
Okay. So
I couldn't get through the barrier to attack him.
Barrier?
Yeah, it's a big magic barrier. Even though the flame
fun.
bitch can't get through.
Well, we're in the cathedral, so we'll come meet us here, and then we'll figure it out.
Follow the bells.
On my way.
Yeah, listen for the bells, right. Yeah.
So there's a ritual going on in the cemetery again.
Yay! Man, this
Necromancy.
about this.
Necromancy.
They need
yeah.
some security on this. The last security guy they had, though.
Right.
Yeah,
Not so
about to
good.
say.
Yeah. Della, you've climbed to the second, maybe the third story of the tower, and the bells are above you, so it's a little noisy.
Okay.
But you can put your fingers in your ear and you can kind of look out.
Put your earmuffs on.
Right, and you can look out the different windows. You can tell that the pulses, because you can actually literally to the north of you see what looks like mist or smoke that goes boom out, boom boom like that, and you can actually see this kind of glowing mist that pulses out in the rhythm of a heartbeat to the north of you. You're not exactly sure where it is. There's a lot of stuff to the north of you, but you see this speck come flying towards the church. It very much looks like a volt. Okay.
Oh.
I land in the bell tower so nobody really sees.
Yeah, you're gonna have to open.
I dodge him.
Well, you're gonna have to open the windows for him because they've got shutters there. So.
I open the window and then I dodge him.
Okay. You step inside. It's this is literally like a 300-year-old bell tower. Well, maybe it's only a couple hundred. I'm not sure if St. Louis Cathedral is still the original one. But yeah, you land inside there. The bells are going off. It's pretty noisy. Okay. You guys head downstairs.
So is he coming from where the mist was?
Yeah, yes, that direction.
I'm gonna move back in human form too.
Could you see anything in the mist if that was? That's doing the boom booming.
Yeah, it's in the cemetery.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
That's where the Skavis leader, head honcho, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's go down and make a plan and hopefully.
While they're getting ready to come down, Anne Marie comes down and she's drinking a bottle of water and she hands one to you and she says, "Can we sit and have a chat for a minute?"
Of course.
Okay. She goes towards the front of the church, sits down on the pew, and she says, "I think I know a way that would give us the power to stop some of these spirits, at least to get some of us to the cemetery. But I'm going to need your help."
Okay.
And she takes a drink of the water and she says, "I'm not sure if you're going to want to do it."
Take a drink of the water.
Okay.
All right.
Give me an endurance check.
Okay. Perfect.
Okay.
So that would be 0.
She looks at you and you notice that one tear runs out of her eye and she says, "I am so sorry I have to do this, but this is the only way I think we can do it." And you start going, "What?" And things start kind of swimming and you get a little dizzy and woozy. And she goes, "I'm so sorry. I think we really had something special, but this is the only way we can save the city." And my
I'm
people.
out.
And yeah, you're out.
See
Right.
this?
No, she went to the front of the church away from everybody. Okay. What are the rest of you doing?
Well, down the stairs, I'm calling Anastasia.
Right.
And filling her in.
Okay. Anastasia picks up immediately. She goes, "What the heck is going on with the city?"
You got some scabious head honcho, probably Antoine, about to sacrifice one of your people.
Not my people. My people are all with me.
Oh, well, somebody's people.
Where can we meet up?
Well, I'm at St. Cathedral Church.
He goes, "Do you think the bishop would mind us taking refuge there?" Vampires in the church? They are white court, you know.
You can only ask. Yeah.
Give us 15. We're on the way. Okay.
Yeah.
And so she hangs up.
All right. And then if I have enough time before I get downstairs or whatever, I'll call...
Letting all the wolves and chips down.
Exactly. I'm going to call... What's her face?
Who?
Oh, man.
Jean Marie? Yeah.
I'll call her up.
Okay. You call Jean Marie. She picks up pretty...
my allies.
Yeah, right.
I don't know.
She picks up pretty quickly and she says, just a second. And then she clicks off for a couple minutes. And, you know, and then clicks back on and she
Just
goes,
like it.
So spirits are rising in the city.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on?
Some scabious head honcho asshole is raising the dead to take over the city.
She goes, damn, white court
there's a
vampires.
Blackened Denarian too, so.
Demons.
Yeah.
She says, where are you at now? We need to get together so we can try and fight this.
St. Cathedral, Louis, whatever.
St. Louis Cathedral?
St. Louis Cathedral Church.
Perfect place. I should be okay there. Ask the
ghosts are breaking through.
Yeah. Ask the Archbishop to meet me at the door.
All right, sure.
Or Deacon Fontainebleau would work too. All right, so a couple minutes goes by, and a white, looks like Chrysler 300 pulls up. The doors open. Anastasia steps out with, looks like 4 of her vampire friends. They come up to the entrance to the St. Louis Cathedral. Deacon Fontainebleau says, "Who are these people?"
Oh, these are just some people that are my people. They just need to stay here temporarily.
He looks and says, "White court vampires. You're welcome to come inside for the night. After that, we'll see." And so Anastasia kind of grins, and her nondescript friends who are all wearing, black leather jackets and baseball caps and sunglasses all come inside. They troop inside. Anastasia reaches
I reach over and shake Fontainebleau's hand. And,
Anastasia reaches over and kisses you on the cheek. Yeah. Deacon Fontainebleau is the one who lets him in. Yeah.
Give him a good firm handshake.
Yeah.
Thanks.
He kind of just shakes his head and shrugs. Couple more minutes goes by. And 2 black SUVs come rolling in. These are you'd think government SUVs. These are what you think of. They come in, they pull up past where you're parked, and Jean Marie and what looks like the twins, the little blonde-haired boy and girl who are always dressed in white and are really good cooks, are also there with her. And then her really big bodyguard, who's wearing, the nice suit, and then 3 other bodyguards are with her. So there's like 7 people. They come walking up to the door. Deacon Fontainebleau looks and goes, "Can I help you?" Because he knows who she is.
Yeah.
And she looks at him and says, "Yes, I seek sanctuary." And he says, "You are welcome." And the thing you notice about her is that those tattoos that you'd seen before are darker. Okay, and so it's very obvious that you can see them now. Nobody else on her group seems to have tattoos though.
Jean Marie had the tattoos?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Robert? Yeah, the girl he slept with.
Why did I think that was Anastasia this whole time? I'm
No. So everybody troops inside. All right, now let's cut back to Darwin. You passed out. It's dark. You kind of wake up and you're lying in a coffin. You can smell the dirt. You can feel kind of the silk rasping against your skin. And you're lying there, and you're wearing like this weird mask. You're and a top hat, and you're wearing black pants and a white shirt. You look around. You look around. And you notice that your skin is distinctively darker than you remember. and then all of a sudden there's a rush, and you realize you're lying in one of the little side chambers.
Okay.
Off to the side. I'm sorry. You're actually lying in the little enclosed courtyard out behind the St. Louis Cathedral. Okay. That's one where they have a little statue of Jesus. If you look at it, it kind of does a neat little silhouette on the wall. You're lying there, and there's a circle that's been drawn in the dirt. And Jean Marie has just, Anne Marie. Anne Marie. Too many Jean Maries.
Yeah.
Anne Marie Laveau has just finished, and you're kind of looking at your body, and you can kind of see the superimposition of this person on you. And Anne Marie looks at you and says, "It's only temporary. I promise. I will put my brother back where he belongs as soon as possible." Okay. You remember her brother?
Yeah.
He was the one who stopped the hurricane.
Right. And since he's a very powerful voodoo master, he probably knows how to handle spirits and zombies. Probably not a bad guy. I'll get you the stats next time we play.
Yeah,
You get to play a
I was
voodoo
saying.
guy. That'll be kind of fun for a little change of pace. Yep, there you go. And you stand up, gonna go back with Anne Marie back inside, I guess.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Just.
I mean, you're not terribly upset. Well, okay, Darwin's probably very upset,
I mean,
but you're not Darwin right now.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a
All
very interesting second date.
No
The
kidding.
first date was to the ball.
Just imagine the third.
The second date's you're
Yeah.
riding my brother's corpse.
Fair enough.
Yeah. All right. So you're all in the church right now. What are you going to do?
Darwin's body? Where's Darwin's body?
Yeah. No, he's in Darwin's body. So Darwin looks normal. But when Darwin looks down, he sees the spirit superimposition over him. He's been possessed.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
So
I
Darwin
thought
looks
she
normal.
put him and her brother's
No.
body.
In fact, Darwin's riding along, going, "Dude, I can't do anything. Why can't I wiggle my fingers?" And because the spirit now has control. Yeah. And the spirit probably goes, "Mwah, fingers again." You know? So yeah. So what's the plan? Everybody's kind of gathered around the front of the cathedral.
Well, you said. What have you told us?
Is Della back down from the
Everything
tower?
that
Yeah, everybody's come back down.
there's some Skavis head honcho person trying to sacrifice the White Court vampire. Flame bitch is there, and there's a big barrier in the middle of that cemetery area.
And some cultists.
Did Flame
With guns.
Lady seem like she was trying to help with it, or was just observing?
She may be facilitating it.
Lore check for Lashiel. I'm gonna give you a +1 because you're, associated with the church. You also read the book.
Ooh, no.
6.
Okay. You remember? Was it 2? 3. Okay. You remember that Lashiel is a demon of intellect, and so she probably is the one who either taught him the spell, the ritual that he's doing, or found him the book, or something along those lines. So she's probably been teaching him the magic he needs to know.
Okay.
Yeah. That was one of the things she did in the Dresden files. She was always tempting Harry with, "Hey, I could teach you how to do blah, 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 blah. It takes you hours to calm down before you do your ritual magic. I can teach you some techniques that'll do that in 15 minutes. Always just with those little punches there." And he was like, "Yeah, no." So, yeah.
I guess rally the troops and take down this barrier.
Well, counterspell wouldn't work because that's more of like countering the spell when it's
That's
cast,
exactly
right?
what you have to do, is you have to counterspell it.
Okay,
Right.
that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah. Now, if you go in there and you want to blast that counterspell down, depending on how tough the barrier is, that's going to be tough to do. But you might, I don't know. Whatever you
And
want
you
to do.
can help her with that stuff.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay.
We got the power of the autumn night.
Yo, where's Darwin at?
I don't know.
Darwin's
Did you
there, too.
Oh,
He's with you guys. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You guys can give me a report check if you'd like to see if you notice that Darwin seems odd.
Jesus Christ, Mike! What was the 2 times in a row? We both wrote the same. roll.
Wow.
2.
My report is +4, so that's still a 1.
Oh, wow.
No, still +1. Okay. Yeah, you
Hey,
didn't
you
get
rolled
it.
what we rolled.
Yeah, you didn't get it. No.
You didn't do
His
it?
deceit roll was higher than yours. Yeah. No, Darwin's fine. He's fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought his body was gone too.
No. He's there with you guys. He's standing next to Anne Marie, which, they went out or something like that. They definitely went to the gala
Um,
together. Yeah.
I guess
So
y'all take down the barrier and we'll
Yeah.
smash
I'm
them
gonna-
and grab
we're
the
gonna-
people or
I
whatever.
guess-
what we do.
We'll come up to like a corner, hopefully that they're not looking at. Although I have a feeling Last Shell's going to know exactly where we are.
Anne Marie looks at you and says, "I think Darwin and I should clear a way through the spirits for you.
Okay.
I have
Alright.
some ability with spirits, and I think Darwin can help me with that."
Actually,
Okay.
maybe a 3-pronged attack. If you guys clear the spirits, you guys go in after the barrier. Could you drop me in once the barrier comes down?
Who do you want me to drop you on?
What's your health at? Are
Um,
you like healthy or close to
You
dying?
know, I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm not dying. I'm not great.
Okay.
Can I
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I take defensive actions to like protect somebody?
Sure.
So
Sure.
I'll
Just
drop
put
you
up a
down.
block.
and
You
I'll-
can do maneuvers that possibly they can tag to give themselves more defense and stuff like that. Yeah.
I mean, I think the necromancer who's performing the rituals probably our primary target, right?
Yeah.
So that's
To stop that,
That's-
and then we can go after what's her face. Oh, there are also a lot of cultists with AK-47s too. So.
When you say that, Anastasia
Oh.
says, "Ooh, we can take the cultists. They're easy."
All right, sweet.
oh,
Jean Marie walks up to you and says, "Well, those of us who work for the church have to stick together." And she kind of winks at you and says, "Let's go. I'll make sure you can get to the Scavis to make sure you can put him down."
okay.
And they're in the corner of the cemetery.
Yeah.
I could just
Fastball special.
fastball
Yeah, you
above
could.
the wall
You
and
could.
stuff. If we
Actually,
need
you could. Yeah. And which point Deacon Fontainebleau says, "Well, so who's going to try and take down Lashiel?"
Well,
Gabriel Beaumont's looking out of
Yeah,
commission.
he's probably not going to go with you.
to.
Yeah.
And to be honest,
Well,
mean,
once we do our counter spell, I can
Yeah,
go help.
yeah.
I can go fight.
Yeah, but
You guys are standing there, and there's a knock on the church door.
Ooh.
I like it.
God?
You go over and open it?
Yeah.
Okay. There's a cat sitting there,
Oh my God!
and it's looking at you, okay? And you notice that behind it, sitting underneath the eaves, there's about 10 other cats. And all of a sudden, the cat grows until it's about this tall. And it's got these wicked, hands and stuff like that, and really fangy teeth and pointy ears. And you're thinking kind of like bobcat or mountain lion, but sitting on its hind legs. And it looks at you and says, "The Autumn King says we should help you." And it looks very disgusted by this whole idea.
That makes so much more sense now with the cats.
And it says, "It really smells bad, this church. I don't like it. We're going to go back to the square. Come get us when you need us." It turns around and turns back into a cat, and they all head back out to the square. Okay.
Is this,
So we got cats.
is this
Yes.
reminiscent at all of like the Saint Cuthbert cat from like the Never Never?
No, St. Cuthbert was, that was just a priest. A healer.
Okay.
Yeah. No, but remember, you've been hearing about the cats
Yeah.
since the beginning.
Mhm.
That's very true.
Lore check. You get a +1 because you're fake.
5.
2.
0.
3 and 5 will do it. What'd you get?
2.
Okay. They're malks. They're these fey
Malks?
creatures. They're really nasty. They like to kill humans, but toy with them first before they kill them, like normal cats. They see humans as just being kind of like playthings to be toyed with and tormented and destroyed. They're not very nice fey. They typically are considered winter fey.
Yeah.
So that means if they're helping you, that means the Autumn King has called in a favor. Either that or he's decided to join the Winter Court. One of the two.
No, that's
But, there you go. So, yeah, that's where we are on that. So,
Okay.
yeah.
So we got the Malks to come help us.
Well, let's do it.
All right.
okay.
Pedal to the metal.
Do you want to lead the Malks to the cemetery so we can take the barrier down?
I mean, they can follow probably you,
Yeah.
right? They'll follow your orders.
Oh, that makes more
Yeah.
sense.
They'll follow
The
my
cats
suggestions.
really do
Yeah.
anything they're ever told? Yeah, probably not.
I mean,
They start knocking all the tombstones
Yeah,
over.
that's right. And that's a good place to stop before the camera quits on us again. So there we
Just
go.
imagine the cultists being like, don't do it. And they're like,
What?
yeah.
We needed that candle for the seance.
Cool stuff.
Whole cemetery lights on fire.